Well, the S&P 500 turned lower in the final hour of the trade after, you guessed it, a flare-up in the trade war with China. President Trump threatening to stop trade in cooking oil with China in a Truth Social post, a retaliatory move after Beijing is continuing to refuse to buy American soybeans. Joining us now is Balance of Power co-host Joe Mathieu. So, Joe, it feels like a little bit we're back in an environment where there's so much headline ping pong when it comes to what is the state of play with trade negotiations with China.
Yeah, it's been kind of a day-to-day up and down here, with the president being accused of pulling another taco over the weekend following his very aggressive post on Truth Social on Friday, sent the markets in a tizzy, then the relief rally yesterday, and yes, today. I'm guessing you didn't have cooking oil on the menu for the program, but that's what the president's talking about on Truth Social, and this post helped to send the markets lower. With China not buying soybeans, we know that's been the case now for some time. He calls it an economically hostile act. He says China purposefully not buying the crop, and we're considering terminating business, he says on Truth Social, with China having to do with cooking oil and other elements of trade as retribution. He says we can easily make our own cooking oil, and it's unclear if he's talking about the new stuff that we buy at the store and cook in ourselves, or the massive imports of used cooking oil from China that goes back to, as a matter of fact, the Inflation Reduction Act, a Biden-era piece of legislation, now law, the IRA, that in fact created incentives for renewable fuels like, yes, used cooking oil. Now, guys, I don't know if this is going to be the path to a deal with China. The president is supposed to sit down with Xi Jinping in just a couple of weeks at the APEC summit in Korea. The administration, by way of the Treasury Secretary, is still saying that that meeting is on. And we heard from USTR Greer today saying they even have a time. We haven't seen that publicly, but they have a time to meet, and that has not changed yet.